Ladies and gentlemen, we really are very strange people. We sabotage ourselves, we go against the things that we want, and we get in our own way. We make it very, very difficult for ourselves. And one of these days we'll figure out why we do that. And maybe we'll make a change. And who knows? Maybe today is that day for you. Is today your day? If you missed the show last night with Jay Campbell on The Last Stand, great show. Talked about a lot of things, soul contracts, talked about the energies hitting the earth, talked about muscle testing. You really do need to check it out. But I don't know how most of you wake up in the morning, but I have a sneaking suspicion that I do know quite a bit about it. Because I think for a lot of years, I woke up the same way that a lot of you wake up. And I'm pretty convinced that most people in this world wake up in the same way too. You wake up with a sense of dread. You wake up with a sense of, here we go again. And you wake up with a sense of, if not negative expectation, almost zero expectation. Zero expectation, at least in regards to anything great happening. Zero expectation in regards to anything extraordinary happening. And yet, I'm willing to bet that when you lie down at night before, maybe after you finish crying, maybe after you fall out of that consciousness that is survival programming, which is another thing we talked about, that you have, good morning in Fort Myers, that you have these fleeting thoughts of hope, these fleeting thoughts of joy, these fleeting thoughts of accomplishment, these fleeting thoughts of what it could be. And yet, somehow by the time you fall asleep, and somehow by the time you sit under 6, 7, 8 hours of archonic dream programming, as we have our morning coffee today, by the time you wake up, you don't wake up with the hope. You don't wake up with the joy. You don't wake up with the expectation. And I know, hello, Western Australia, I know that that's the voice of experience, because we live a life, as Helen Keller said, most people live a life of quiet desperation. And after days and days and weeks and weeks and months and years and decades of, what did you say, quiet desperation, it becomes habitual. It becomes the norm. But what if today is the day? What if today is the day that that thing happens for you? What if today is the day that that thing happens for you? What if today is the day that that person shows up in your life? Or even better, what if today is that day where you become that person that you think about and dream about? What if today is the day you discover your great basic purpose? What if today is the day that you get the answers to the questions you've been seeking, or maybe one big question? What if today is the day where the divine shows himself, shows herself to you? What if today is the day that that big change comes? What if today is the day that that dramatic thing happens? What if this is D-Day, Discovery Day? What if this is Disengagement Day in a good way? What if this is Destruction Day in a good way? Or what if this is just D-Day you've been waiting for, yo? That was awkward, but you know what I'm saying. What if this is the day? And what if by waking up in a negative attitude, in an attitude of unexpectation, in an attitude of, here we go again, you miss it? What if you made a conscious effort every morning when you first get up to meditate? What happens if you made a conscious effort every morning when you first got up to give yourself, let's be realistic, 30 seconds of positivity, 30 seconds of expectation. What if you did that today? And what if today was the day? What could happen? Love and light. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, New Cosmic Knowledge.